Seek to speak.
There's actually not a lot of space for women to express their opinions, right? And something that we don't realize, but there's actually a lot of unconscious biases that are working against women actively as we just kind of try to express our opinions in daily lives. A lot of people are going to second guess us just because we're women. So apparently the things we say are less credible, in actually some stats have shown that in Malaysian local news, women are like less likely to be considered experts than men. And you can see this reflected in a lot of topics that affect women. So who's going to know best about it than a woman, right? And yet they talk to men about it. They put men on committees, they put men on panels to speak about issues that affect women, which to me doesn't make sense at all. So what's really important is all of us should make space, physical space, like Isa is doing right now with this, for women to speak and for women to share, but also in our daily lives when we see sometimes that women in our lives are not getting the chance to speak, not getting the space to speak, we should try to create opportunity for them to express. So for example, in a conversation where just we're having a general conversation about a topic and one of our male friends is speaking more, maybe we could do something so simple as to be like, hey, so for example, hey Adila, what do you think about this topic? And that brings Adila into the conversation to allow herself to express more. I think it's really helpful that when we move through life to recognize these kinds of biases that we also have. We also have all these unconscious gender biases because we were raised in this kind of environment, and to recognize it and then purposely try to counter it, in with actions. And finally, I think it's really important that when we see women speaking, when we see women given the space to, it's really important to use our words and our actions to affirm that and give them positive reinforcement. I think that's really important because it encourages them to continue to do it, and it encourages people who are watching to do the same.
Seek to speak.